Many of the freed hostages were featured in today's parade. Tens of thousands have lined the street here. It's really been without incident, a lot of joy, celebration in the air, a sense of pride, but still, you can't help but think in the pit of everybody's stomach, still that longing for the hostages to come home and for the war to be over. We spoke with the heads of the two organizing entities for this parade earlier today. They said, listen, we know there's going to be disagreements with the Israeli government, the way the war is being prosecuted, other matters at hand, but today is indeed, no matter where you stand on the political spectrum or otherwise, it is about hatikva, it's about the hope, and it is about unity. Let's give a listen.
Clearly today, we want to be as united as we can be, recognizing that there exist serious divisions both there and here. But today is really putting aside those differences and saying we are all that much stronger, so much stronger when you have a vibrant, thriving Israel. And we in America are so much secure as a Jewish community when there is a vibrant, thriving state of Israel.
This parade is bigger than any government, bigger than any individual. This is about the Jewish people in a moment of crisis that we will overcome because we've been here before. Leaders will ultimately be judged and evaluated by their ability to bring home every single hostage back to their loved one and their family, and to bring a lasting peace to Israel and the region. Everything else is noise.
Several of the freed hostages, as they mentioned, were here in attendance today, lining the parade route. They gave some words at the beginning to the media assembled. We had a chance to speak with the recently freed Israeli-American hostage, Keith Seagull. He told us that the recent release of Idan Alexander, another Israeli-American, gives him a little bit of hope going forward about bringing the remaining hostages, living and perished, back home. Let's give a listen to Keith Seagull.
I think it's amazing, and it's so joyous to have Idan back home.
Gotcha.
I think it proves that we can get the hostages out, and I think it proves that we must do that. There's still 58 hostages in Gaza, and they all need to be brought home. And it needs to be done now. I'm thinking about those in captivity every day, many times a day since I was released on the 1st of February. And I know the immediate danger that they are in. Now 590 days since October the 7th. And I urge President Trump, and I urge Prime Minister Netanyahu, and I urge the mediating countries to resume negotiations, or to continue negotiations, and to sit at the negotiating table until an agreement is reached. And an agreement can be reached because it's been done in the past. I was released because of an agreement President Trump helped secure, and it must be done now, and they must all be brought home immediately.
Well, we knew no doubt this would be a massive show of Israeli pride here today. Certainly over the last year or so, the political winds globally have pushed against Israel, but all we need to do is look to Eurovision, says Denon, the Israeli ambassador to the United Nations, stationed here in New York, and it's an indication that the popular support on the street is still there for the Jewish homeland. Here's Denon.
Well, first, it was an amazing result, and we're very proud of the team. And it showed that the world is not against us. Maybe some of the head of government, some of the politicians, they want to advocate against Israel, but the entire world is not against us. And what we are seeing here today in the street of New York, the love to Israel, the support for Israel, it's amazing. And we are thankful for that. We are not alone. You know, sometimes at the UN, I feel like that I'm by myself. But when I get outside of the hall of the UN, I realize that we are not alone. We have a lot of friends. That is why we are committed to finish the job, to bring back all the hostages and to eliminate Hamas.
Nicole, many political figures out here today, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. We heard some boos for him from the crowd. Former Governor Cuomo, now running for mayor here. He got a mixed bag, and Mayor Eric Adams out here as well, plus a number of politicians from across the spectrum. The parade floats are coming down the street for about another half hour or so. Again, everybody, at least for today, trying to put the politics aside and become one for Israel here on this annual day parade out here in New York City.